Alright, so this is the second recording I promised for the algebra to find those numbers. So a couple things to note before we start here is you need to have the coordinates of your headgear. So you need to have the lowest x value of it, the highest x value of it, the lowest y value, and the highest y value for both the rabbit and the antelope. So from here, I'm just going to try to explain this very simply. So basically here we're swapping the beginning, the lowest variables, in at the bottom. So these we'll be using in other parts down here. So keep these variables separate, handy, however you want to do it. The algebra part is going to make more sense here, but this is just for people that are more visual learners like I am. So for the rabbits, the thing about the rabbit is since we want it on the antelope, the rabbit ears, we're going to use the antelope's coordinates. So that's why we're using 214 is my lowest x value, and 382 is my highest x value. The difference of those is what's going to be the total width, I guess. And the difference, the y value, is going to give us the total height. This is going to be put into the mech part so that we have the... I should also mention this is the absolute value. The absolute value is mostly just in case you have a smaller number minus a larger number, as it is down here, so that it comes out so it works in here. So you want the distance in between, not necessarily you can't have a negative value. I'm just going to leave this here. I'd pause it now if you want to look this over, because I'm going to move into the algebra part where I can explain it a lot better. It's a lot more flowing. Alright, so here is the actual algebra of it. So here's where I'm just defining the variables. So rx1, rx2. I mean, anyone's taken algebra has a basic understanding of these are just variables. They can be called anything. It's just what I'm using for the same equations that we're going to be using down here. So these are the actual equations. This will give you your approximate answer. As you saw with mine, it's not perfect, but it will get you pretty much in the exact ballpark. So if you want it, makes tweaking a lot easier from here. So to find the x, it's your antelope coordinate 1 plus your antelope plus the difference between plus the total width minus the total width of the antelope minus the total width of the rabbit. So for example, with mine, it would be my starting coordinate for the antelope was 1466 plus the difference, which is the first and second, minus the absolute value of the distance of the rabbit. And that should give you your estimated x value for putting that in on your code. So let me just show that one more time here, of where that exactly is going in the... It's not the same CST 110. Here we go. That is going in these. So, whoa. There it's going. Alright. Of course I did that. So yeah, so for the rabbit, this x is going to equal target x right here. This y is going to equal the target y right here. So it's going to make life a lot easier to understand the different things within your own code. You could in theory change these for each one if you're only doing one section, but since I'm doing both definitions, that's why I have two different parts, which makes my life a lot simpler. But the same goes for the Y, it's just the same exact setup. And then you just repeat the same process for the antelope. Other than that, I don't really have anything to say. Again, if you have questions, you can ask me. I don't know if I'll be able to help much, but I can try. I believe that is everything.